I'm in a little shock right now. Let me just lift this light up so you guys can see everything. There we go. I'm pretty sure this is me recording and not live. So, sometimes I pull the cards ahead of time, but I didn't want to really pull the cards ahead of time. But I said, for the shadow, let me pull the card ahead of time and just see, just so I can have this message ready already. And we got the Be Yourself card. So I was looking for some new decks to use, like the Goddess deck, like the Vice Versa deck. And I pulled this deck out for us to use. And look at the card, Be Yourself. Now, when I pulled this card, I already picked up a message. And it had to do with the Divine Feminine's needing to be themselves. And it doesn't matter if you come across as harsh. I'll read this one actually. I have the book here. I know what this one's about, but it's right here. I'm just in shock, to be honest with you. This situation calls for you, and I didn't shuffle this deck. This was just what was here. But trust me, there's no coincidences. I'm in shock right now. And that's why then I changed the title. I'm like, ooh, like this is a big deal. This is a message for the Divine Feminine. And I feel like it's going to be advice for what's coming, but I don't know because I'm going to pull the cards here. The situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. Whew, I'm still in shock. I'm just in shock here, okay? Thank you, everyone, for all your subscriptions. Thank you so much for liking my videos. Thank you so much for everything. I might be turning off the comments just because I'm getting tired of going through comments. And most of them are really beautiful, but it just takes that one silly one. Like one lady said something about the fact I wasn't eating. Like, I just wanted to say, sorry, you can't control your appetite. There's actually a lot of power in being able to not eat for a few hours. And think of it, like 8 hours of those would be sleep anyhow, right? But me, I don't sleep normal. So you guys know that. Anyhow, I'm getting sick of some of the comments, and I don't want to be a bitch, but I will be. And so, like, I don't want to be, though. And it's just, and you guys understand. I know you do. And I thank you for your comments. Just letting you know, they'll probably be going off soon. Now, I'm going to read this card because, it's Be Your True Self, the Grumpy Red Fairy. And I'm just going to read clippets of it because I know what this card is about. To some people in this world, sadly, but oh so truly, I'm actually reading the divination message here, not the whole storyline. It is all about fitting in, all about playing by the rules. And because they put so many restrictions on themselves, they can get very disappointed with others. When others, like you, the Grumpy Red Fairy. Okay, I need to say something first because I just almost created my own sentence there. When you put so many restrictions on your truth, and you don't speak it, you can get disappointed in other people because you have expectations, because you're catering to them. Now, this is just me talking. This is not what they're saying. They're going to talk about you here. But that's a side note. It's very important to seriously speak the truth. No matter if you come across as the Grumpy Red Fairy, at least you're honest. Don't fake a smile, especially when it comes to your Divine Masculine, because he picks up on that. And, for some of them, if you're being, because, there's like this opposite energy, right? So if you're being the fake one, he knows it. And he's like, oh no, like I have to cater to this fake energy she has. Like she thinks I'm up on a pedestal. She thinks I'm Mr. Perfect and I'm not. Be real. It's very important, okay? Okay, like you, the Grumpy Red Fairy, feel free enough to be themselves, to express themselves in exciting and dynamic and creative ways. When the Grumpy Red Fairy comes to play, it may be time to really just look at your own true self, whoever that is, from day to day. Wear black, experiment with your hair, your own personal style, play the drums, join a rock band. Just don't fake it. Don't smile and be sugary sweet and all nicey-nicey. I love that they say that. Just because you think that's how you should be. Be real, be authentic, be funny, be you. Try different things, find out who you are. And, I'll just stop right there, but be genuine and always go from your heart because it warms the whole energy up. This is about not having to smile if you don't want to, okay? This is about speaking what's on your mind. This is about being a divine feminine. And what the divine feminine is about is someone who's passionate. And sorry, we're no longer going to cater to your feelings, masculine. It's a real thing right now. It's the real deal. We're not here to cater to anyone's feelings. You're passionate, you're fiery, and you need to stand up for everything you believe in, okay? So I'm in shock here. This is the death card that's at the bottom. And what it says, from death comes rebirth. And what this has to do with is you letting go of any of that fakeness. And I know I'm going to, well, there's no comments now, so I don't get them. But I know people are going to say, I'm not being fake. And, I'm not being fake. I am a caring person. And I truly believe that. But you know what? I'm spunky and I'm rude. And, I'm like, no, I'm not going to be Mrs. Nice Girl anymore. This masculine, for me, probably for you, he's real. If someone was going to say something to him and he didn't believe in it, he's going to speak up and spit it out. So I think it's time. But with the thing that was happening with a lot of the divine feminines and masculine situation, if you were in contact and communication, is that they would catch on just how much you care and it almost made them not be real at times, right? It really did, whether you saw it or not. Just keep that in mind. I'm going to pull a goddess deck card for us. Just, patterns. Don't go back to old patterns. That's one thing for sure. And if you had a pattern of being Mrs. Pleasy and Mrs. Nicey, like they said, it's time to change that pattern up, okay? Go for what you truly believe. This lady's name is Elen, E-L-E-N. So that might mean something for some of you. Number 12, which is the number 3. This is the year of change. This is the year of wisdom. Exciting. Okay, let's get an overall energy here. And then I'm going to pull. Today we're going to use the vice versa. Ooh, look what's already on the bottom there. Breaking free of that guy. That's for sure. Oh my gosh. I just finished a really good book. You might want to read it. It's by the same author of The Alchemist, and it's called Miss Prize and the Devil, or The Devil and Miss Prize, I believe it's called. Real good. It's one of those deeper meaning stories, once again, from Paul Cohen. You'll have to look it up, The Alchemist. Please don't message me to go and look up information for you. Do what I do. Go Google it. Every single thing I recommend to you, I've Googled or I've YouTubed. And I will just Google the topic. If I don't know the book, or I don't know the author, or I don't know, I just Google the topic. Google like a sentence. Oh, the book about this, the book about that, the teacher about this, the teacher about that. A side note, don't use my well, I can't use my comment sections for anything anymore, so I don't have to say it because I'm probably going to be turning them off. But I don't like when people are advertising there, because I haven't done the research, and I'm not going to let you advertise like something that I don't know. Is it like just a fake bullshit thing? I don't know. I like to do my research, right? But I am open to mentioning what you tell me about. And do check out, I made some playlists now. And one of them is called My Type of Health. So it's the type of things I do, like fasting and dry fasting. And I know it sounds crazy, and I know some people are like, I could never not eat. I've been there, but there's power that comes with it. So just take my word. If you want to check it out, you don't have to do it. Why not check it out, right? And also some teachers. Now this card wants to come out, so I'm going to take it. Hope. And at the bottom, I always like to check out what's going on the bottom, right? We have rest and rejuvenation. I'm still going to pull one more card from here. But look at that beautiful yellow energy here. Hope. It tells me that your hopes are coming true. Like, this is what it's telling me. Like, have hope. Have that faith. I always forget, when you look really deep inside this card, there's a person. There's a human being. So some of you are literally hoping for a return of someone. And it's not just you. It's the other person too. When you guys are connected, and keep that in mind, okay? I know you can't be happy all the time, and it's understandable. I don't expect you to be, especially the more work I do and research I do on the backlash of always being this happy energy. There is a backlash. You got to be real. And even if you want to go and look in the Bible or whatever you want to look in that you believe, I don't think any true holy person is saying that they're perfect, okay? Because they're not. It's not that they're not perfect. It's just that people are good and bad. And look up the story. Is it the Last Supper? I don't know if it's the Last Supper, but it has to do with a picture, a really famous picture. I think I need to write this down before I start talking about it. But point being, the person who drew the picture had to find the perfect face to represent Jesus. And he found a kid in the choir and he drew the picture. Some of you are going to know what I'm talking about. I'm going to correct myself when I come back on here later. And 3 years later, the picture wasn't done. And they're like, you need to get this picture done at the church. And he's like, well, I don't have the darker image yet. I don't know. I forget who it is, maybe Judas or who. I don't know who. But he went out and searched for a face. And he found a homeless person who was like in the rough, like done, complete, and took him and said, I have to paint your picture. And the homeless person said, oh my gosh, like, I know that picture. 3 years ago, someone asked me to pose for that Jesus. And it just goes to show, like, you can be either way, and you can be a good person and have bad times, and you can be a bad person and have good times. Okay. And I don't know why I was even saying that story. Just don't judge. That's all I'm going to say. Just don't judge. And even some people are commenting about, like, how are the divine feminines, talk, I can't believe 11 minutes. I'm sorry. Talking like this. And you know what? We're allowed to express our opinion. So shush up. Okay. I mean, I try to keep it really positive. And if you get really rude on the channel, I block it. But you can still watch my videos, but I just block your energy. But don't judge, Mrs. Perfect. Okay. Emotional withdrawal. So the real message here really is about rest and we have 2 number 8s. We have 3 number 8s here, actually, because the grumpy red fairy, it's very yingy yangy. It's very like loves every single piece of you. This is about loving every single piece of yourself and the other person loving every single piece of yourself, of you. There is a need for rest and rejuvenation. It can be the masculine. It can be the feminine who has to do that. Both of the cards that came out in this resting energy were masculine cards. So the feminine, definitely be your true self. And the masculines, don't lose hope. Because, you might just need some rest and rejuvenation. Now let's begin, okay? Sorry, it's like 12 minutes in. I can't believe I just chatted like that. But as I say, it's a touch of tarot, not a touch of talk. I am going to start talking. I want to do podcasts, right? So I can talk about what I've been going through. Emotional withdrawal for sure. Huge energy. Anyhow, zip it about me. Let's get into this. And thank you for everyone booking readings lately. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's my energy. I know what happens. It's my energy allows you to come in at the right time. So this is clearly the right time. Rest and rejuvenation. I'm not taking this out just yet, but I am going to say it's a big factor here. Okay. This is the 4 of Swords. I'm feeling it, but I am going to make a note of this. The worst has passed for the masculine. I'm picking up now. We're getting into the masculine energy here. The worst has passed for him because it's coming on this side, not this side, right? But there's been something happen to your masculine, especially if you're not in communication with all those swords facing down, with his head down. Leave him alone for now. Okay, ladies or gentlemen, leave your masculine alone for now. Oh, I feel it. It's like there's been a loss. I'm seeing, like, I got to tell you guys what I'm seeing here. There's been a loss. It could literally be a death. Now, this is the 5 of Cups. And I don't normally pick up this type of stuff with the 5 of Cups, but this guy's on his knees. This guy's dark energy here. I see it's a Scorpio. It's not even a crab. It's a Scorpio coming up. Like someone's being bit almost. Someone's being hurt, right? There's a bridge that has to be crossed. This masculine that's going through this restful time, he's seriously picking up on your light, feminines, or whoever you are out there, sending that light. Because you see how he's still cloaked in gold? I don't know how or why, but you're on his mind. The reason I say that is because he's going through such a dark time. It's amazing that he can even, it's like you still protect him or something like that. Your energy still surrounds him. Every step he takes. That's a real deep message. I'm going to leave that card out on the side because rest and rejuvenation is a big deal right now. For some of you that feel like your masculine is neglecting you, please don't. I don't know what else to say because I hate to, I'm not telling you to wait around or anything like that. This masculine for this reading, he's hurt. And, you know, when I look at the be yourself, I don't feel like it's telling you like to go and contact him and be yourself and that's your true self. I'm feeling like you just need to take care of yourself and just get more in touch with yourself even more, okay? I promise you guys, so we have the Tower card that flipped over. I'm going to take it out. I promise you guys, learn from my mistakes. Don't reach out to your masculine until it's time. Don't. Don't. You can set yourself back. And I've done this over and over. So I can tell you guys, don't do it. So we have the Tower. And the Tower, as I said, the worst has passed. Okay? Like it even shows it here. The worst is past. This is what's come out. Look at it. It's almost like that's the Tower back there. This is crazy. This is good. This is good. Let me get that nice light back. When I move back, for some reason, the light gets better. The Tower is past. The mask has come off of a situation. To be honest, there's two kings in this card. From what I see, that is not a queen there. There's a dove. You know, there's a feminine energy. There's a third eye opening or an eye, something, maybe someone's been watching or I don't know. Maybe it's the feminine watching, knowing what's going on. But those are two men. I'm 100% sure of it. I'm not going to read on it. I'm going to read on it after because I'm very curious now why there's two men here. Your masculine could have gone to a battle. I pick up such a strong Chariot energy here, you know? And what it's telling me is that victory lies ahead. And it always does. Every dark storm, dark time, victory comes afterwards. Even every death. There's something that comes out of it always. It's never just a curse. There's always a blessing. And for some of you, whatever has happened, it has forced the masculine to take off his mask. This mask, look at this mask here. And it's cracked open. And I feel like I've been looking into Egyptian stuff lately, UFOs, owls. I have my own reasons for this. And in the sun, there's actually a crack. It's reminding me right now of the sun. And it's actually a portal in a sense. You can look it up. I'm not going to get into it. But it's reminding me of the imagery I saw. In the actual sun, there's actually a crack. And in a lot of the Egyptian statues or whatever you want to call it, it looks like it's just a tarnished statue. But it's actually the crack that's in the sun. They knew about that. So there's something here that has brought him an opportunity, that has created an opening. I thought I saw something. Ooh. I have my door right there, right? My bedroom door. That's weird. Anyhow, look at victory. Okay, so we have victory here twice. Now, I just mentioned victory. Whatever has happened here, just know your masculine will be okay. Okay? This has actually brought some movement. And I don't know why my nose is all like stuffy and my throat, gosh, driving me crazy. But this has actually brought some movement out of this stagnant energy. He's just taking time to rest right now and reflect. Do I have a Kleenex? Yeah, because I hate just rubbing my nose nonstop. Okay. He needs to take some time to rest. Plain and simple. We all do. I'll tell you, I've been taking time to rest more time. Like when I go out and do stuff, I just take it easy. I'm not like jumping around. I'm sitting down, observing, relaxing, and my body's actually functioning better because even stress takes energy from you, right? And this masculine has probably been dealing with a lot of stress. So it's taking energy. Let's see what's coming out here. No, it came on this side. Doesn't really matter because it came on this side, but I do want to say because it double flipped, I'm going to notice this side and I'm going to bring attention to it. I feel like we're the feminine, because this is a feminine energy, and where you were once confused and you were once beating yourself up too. You might have gone through this storm energy with your masculine without even realizing it. You've calmed down. The waters have calmed down. The skies have cleared. There's a completion to an energy here, and it's a completion that needed to come. Remember, we have that death card there. It's about releasing masculine and feminine energy. It's about giving it up to the divine, to fate. And I'm sorry to say that, but in a sense, there is a part of that you need to just step back. What's meant to be will be, and it is true. I do believe in taking action. Like, look, you don't want to be in this. Over what? Was there a third party? Was the third party even a third party? Honestly, that's one thing I've been picking up. Learn from me, okay? Some of you, the third party wasn't even relevant and isn't even relevant. Keep that in mind, okay? He's happy to say goodbye. There's that same kneeling man there, kneeling. Remember, the 3 cups were spilled, the Scorpio stung. Was the third party even a third party? And you've been stressing yourself out over it. The third party might have been finances. The third party could have been anything. Could have been a death. It could have been anything. Anyhow, you've released your energy with that, okay? And that's beautiful. I'm going to take this card. I love it. I love that this is underneath it. So I'm going to mention all of this, okay? It's like there's movement. It's like you guys are both going to be mirroring each other, okay? You see here we have this feminine. Now, I almost feel like she has this guardian. On this side, she's holding her cup. You don't see that she's holding her cup, but she's holding on to her love. And she's asking someone to actually move her away from this energy, move her away from the dark energy, move her away from a situation. And you know what I love even more about this card that I've never noticed? The swords are not in the boat. So she's cleared her energy. The swords are on the side of the boat, because I always say the 6 of swords, it's like when you get stabbed and you can't take that knife out right away because you're going to bleed to death. You need to go to the hospital first, or go to your healer, or wherever you got to go, your healer, before you take it out so they can sew it up quickly. She's taken them out now. Like, she has clear energy. This woman you have cleared your energy. And you are now moving forward. You're moving away from the past, away from the times when you were hanging on so tightly. And you've asked your guides for help. And this is very important right now. You need to ask your guides for help. You need to give them permission to help you too. Then we have this masculine, this chariot. Here we go. Here's those same 2, right? See? The 2 figures. And you know what? He's moving too. So this is future energy, and this is what's going to be happening. So literally it's saying, like, you and your masculine are going through some same shit here. You're feeling it. Maybe you're going through a tower moment, okay? Maybe you are. You're feeling it. I'm seeing Ace of Pentacles here. Best card ever. I'm loving the Ace of Pentacles now. And anyhow, your movement is happening now. In the future, let's just say, like, I'm asking for right now what's going on. So this is going to play out the way it plays out. And I love the fact that I see this here, because the Ace of Pentacles to me has become one of the best cards in the deck. And we have the Emperor at the bottom. Well, that is beautiful. I'm going to leave it there, I guess. I want to pull one more. Let's pull from my Egyptian deck, which I brought back out. It's been a while. Ooh, I don't think I've ever read this one. Now, this is interesting. A spiritual practice has come or is soon coming to your attention that will help your soul journey. Take your time to develop and practice your chosen spiritual discipline regularly. This will help you grow in power and grace, anchoring the spiritual light within the body of your soul. Anchoring the spiritual light. Get on a practice. You know how much discipline it takes to do that? These are all things we all need to work on. It's not about the point that I take time fast and not eat meat or whatever. It's not about the point that I go and meditate. It's about the fact that I actually do something with integrity and keep my word to myself. That's more about what it is. Honestly, take up meditation. You tell me how easy it is. Try and meditate twice a day, 15 minutes each time. That's it. That's all I ask of you. Tell me how long it lasts. It's very hard. It really is. Because everything comes in and you're tired. And you try being tired and still getting up out of your bed. Oh yeah, I forgot to meditate. I got to meditate. But I'll tell you this, when you do go do that, you feel so good. When you get up out of your bed because you're like, oh damn, I'm about to go to sleep. God, please forgive me. Like, I don't want to meditate right now. You're like, screw it. I promised myself. Never mind about promising God. That's not the big deal. You promised yourself. You are God. You're your own God. Take up a practice and do it daily. Every day. Just for the fact that you keep your word. It's up to you. I don't force anything on anyone. I can't. Thank you so much. Okay, everyone. Bye for now. And please do like my video. And if you'd like to book a reading, you can reach me at atouchoftarot@gmail.com.